How are you? How are you doing? I hope you're okay. It's been quite a day so far, so it's amazing that I've actually managed to find the time to do this live that I've been preparing for about a week. So those of you who have watched my lives so far and any other videos that I've done will know that recently I've been talking about sort of natural health, herbal remedies, those sorts of things. And today I'm going to carry on that theme by talking about a plant or a tree that we are probably all quite familiar with. Interestingly, this is one that I'm a bit nervous about doing just because I have some Australian friends who I know will be around. They may be watching this, they may see this. So I'm going to talk about the eucalyptus tree, which is obviously associated with Australia. So if anybody, including my Australian friends, have any interesting facts, anything to add, please do. Please leave comments. I always like to find out a bit more about what I'm talking about. I'll be really interested to hear from you. And also forgive anything I may get wrong. So I'll try not to get anything too wrong. So yeah, I've been looking into eucalyptus and eucalyptus salve and eucalyptus oil, which I've been using a lot lately. It's a great oil to have around the house. But the eucalyptus is quite a controversial tree. I think it's quite invasive, takes over a lot. And it belongs to the myrtle family. And there are over 700 different types of eucalyptus. Almost all of them change their leaves throughout the lifetime of the eucalyptus. Eucalyptus, the name eucalyptus, comes from the Greek. EU, meaning well, and kalyptos, meaning covered. So it's a well covered theme that's going on, and that really relates to the flowers. So they are beautiful to look at. If you Google, have a quick look on YouTube or wherever, you'll see a huge wide variety of the flowers from the eucalyptus. And what you should also see is that they have the underneath, which holds the flower before it buds and blooms, and they have a sort of cap on top, and that is the part that is well covered, the eucalyptos. And then as the flower blooms and pushes forwards, it breaks out and out comes the beautiful flower, hence the name. So yeah, eucalyptus refers to the flower buds, the pods, which are enclosed and covered. The eucalyptus tree, just leaning on my keyboard, the eucalyptus tree is considered by some people to be a holy tree. It represents the division between the underworld, the earth and heaven. And the leaves of the eucalyptus are believed to have a purifying effect. It's believed that negative energy will be dispelled wherever you burn your eucalyptus leaves. So the tree itself provides everything you might need for survival. You could use the wood for fuel, you can make fires with it. You could use the timber to create shelter and buildings. You could use the wood for canoe making. The wood is quite light, easy to carry your canoe. And it was used for weapon making, weaponry, shields, that sort of thing. And many trees still show where the wood has been removed for those sorts of purposes. They do start to regrow over a long period of time, but you still get this sort of scarring effect, sometimes the shape of a canoe, sometimes the shape of a shield or whatever it would be. And these are referred to as scar trees or scarred trees. But similarly, the trees would be carved for spiritual sort of reasons, maybe to indicate a burial place, something like that. And those were known as, or are known as, carved trees. So the roots of the eucalyptus, which I think may be partly the problematic part, they have a hugely drying effect on the soil, sucking up all of the water and moisture. But for marshy areas, that's quite good. They were used to help in the prevention of malaria because they absorb and take up all that moisture and water. Now, the title of this live is The Scientific Evidence That Money Grows on Trees, and that is because, as I've said, the root system sucks up the water. So some eucalyptus trees even contain gold in the leaves. The roots extract the precious metals from the water in the ground system, but because it's toxic to the plant, it pushes it all out through the leaves. So you end up with these beautiful golden type of eucalyptus trees. It's only in minuscule amounts. You would need an awful lot of leaves from an awful lot of trees to make anything valuable or worthwhile. But gold in the leaves or money on the tree is a good indicator that there is gold in the ground below the tree. So in a very modern and eco-friendly green sort of way, it helps people to identify where there could be gold without too much damage or industrialisation to the area. And the blue, talking of colours, such as gold, the Blue Mountains outside of Sydney get their name because the eucalyptus trees off in the distance release oils which creates a haze which looks blue and gives that bluish kind of tinge to the atmosphere. And my final interesting fact about eucalyptus is that they were also grown a lot in Southern California. They were grown with the purpose of building the railways, and then it was, I assume, fairly quickly discovered that the wood and the timber is no good for building railways. So because they are established and they are not cut down to build your railways, there are a lot of eucalyptus trees in Southern California. And I think that's all of my interesting facts about the eucalyptus tree. So, the eucalyptus produces essential oil, which we use a lot. I think anybody who's familiar with Vicks chest rub will know eucalyptus. It's a great one for using in a salve, and we use it for respiratory problems, lung related problems. It's long history, it has a long history of being used to help wounds and to fight infections. And it's one that I always have around the house. It's quite a specific smell, but it's a very cleansing smell, and I do like it. But I thought that was really interesting to find out a little bit more about the tree and the plant itself, and its historical uses. So, like I say, if you do know anything about the eucalyptus, and I'm sure some of you out there know a lot more than I do, I would love to hear from you. Pop the messages or put your message in the comments below and I'll have a good look, or you can private message me if you'd rather. That would be great. Okay, so that's it again from me today, and I shall be back at some point with another topic, something else to talk about. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. See you soon. Bye.